There we go. Let's fucking wing it. All right.
Wing It Wednesday.
It is. Shit.
It's Thursday.
Son of a bitch.
I can't keep track of the days this week.
That's a hell of a way to start off. All right. Fuck. So.
This is the Bubba Man. Right?
And this is Cat. This is, It's Hot Where We're Going. Edition 4.
It's nice and cool in this garage, though.
And the door is open
And
most
for
of the
that,
time.
we thank you.
Yeah, the door was open most of the time because my kid come in and left, with the fucking door open. So.
Born in a barn. Most kids are born in a barn. Some were born in the manger, but some were born in the barn.
Oh, God. My comedian friend is up in Minneapolis, and I wish I would have known that last night because I would have went. I was looking for something to do.
Yeah.
And Rena Calm, I would have went up there and checked her out, but I didn't know. And she's like, I'll be there till Sunday. I'm booked solid till Sunday.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
So what were we up to the last couple weeks?
Oh, not a whole lot. We had the 4th of July. It's a good reason to stay home
Oh, we like going
around here. But we didn't do too much. We didn't even go to fireworks.
Not even the Big Spirit ones?
Nope.
Oh, God, they were a blast. Except for the mosquitoes.
They're terrible. You're up on the grade or the
We go, we just sit on
by
the
the
beach.
spillway.
Yeah, we just sit on.
Yeah, those
sit on the
mosquitoes
beach.
up there are bad.
They're bad everywhere. I can't even
Yeah.
sit in my hot tub for a couple minutes without just getting inundated by
Yeah,
it.
it's been.
If that's the right word.
I think we've had the right amount of rain, the right amount of time ago.
Right.
Mosquito heaven and earwigs.
Yeah, earwigs are pretty bad,
Those
too.
sons of bitches. I had one crawling on my bed the other night. I was laying in bed, looking at my phone. All the lights are off, but I'm looking at my phone, and one comes crawling like right by my head.
Yeah.
And I'm
And their pinches feel like electric shocks. I don't like it. They don't just feel like a pinch. It feels like you got stung by something.
Well, those aren't even supposed to be the lethal end. I
Right.
don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. But my oldest daughter lives in the basement with the other trolls, and she used to have her bed over here in the corner,
Yeah.
and they would fall out of the windowsill and land on her head in the middle of the night. So she moved her bed somewhere else.
I remember here a few years back, 7 years ago, and it was so wet in the spring that they were
So wet.
everywhere.
It was moist.
It was moist.
Moist.
Super moist.
Ugh.
And we actually had to call an exterminator
Really?
to come in.
Ugh,
and yeah, because they were falling, our bedroom's on the main floor of the house.
Right.
They were falling off the ceiling
Yeah.
onto our bed.
That's how they do it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So
my
gross.
God.
Yeah. I like it because probably the same time frame, roughly.
Probably.
They'd come in my grill, and that's where because it
Yes.
would stay moister. I love turning that fucker on.
I
and
would,
just
and they
listen to 'em
just-
pop.
Yeah.
Oh God!
You ever hear an earwig scream?
Nah.
No.
Nope.
They don't have vocal cords.
I
They
don't
just make
care
a
if they do or
bang when they
not.
pop.
Yeah, they pop good. Too.
Yeah.
They hid in the burners. Oop, hey.
Set your phasers on stun.
Yeah, it was my neighbor that I
Who's
don't
calling
like
me
to talk
now?
to. He's probably saying we're too loud.
Well, you
She
can
likes
come
to do
over and
that.
join us if you
No,
want.
no, she cannot.
Okay. Well,
So,
good then.
Yeah.
Then she cannot come over and join us.
So we did the family reunion thing last weekend. That was pretty cool. Got to see some family that I haven't seen for a few years.
Fish fry.
Yeah. Oh God. And I brought brisket that pretty much got stuck in a corner. So not right next to baby. The brisket was right next to baby in a corner. And
Nobody puts brisket in a corner.
yeah. Well, we did, and so hardly anybody ate it.
Oh man.
So I put some in the freezer and gave the
Yeah.
stuff that had been out for a couple days to my ex-wife. And no, it hadn't been out for a couple days, but gave her some leftovers so I didn't have to freeze all that. But yeah, I was kind of bummed because I made 2 big briskets and then nobody had them because and plus they're full of fish. I mean, there was so much fish we brought back a huge container of fish.
Wow.
So it was good. They make like 5 different kinds, and then this year we deep fried mushrooms and cauliflower and onion rings and
I like the shrooms.
did so much other stuff. Cauliflower is good too when you deep fry it and bread it. Oh man,
The colors, man.
oh, so good.
Love
Right. Oh hell yeah, I'd be tripping.
Oh.
But yeah, so it was fun. My one of my cousins gave me this stuff, a whole bunch of genealogy stuff, and one of them is a picture of my great grandfather, my namesake. So his both of my great-grandfathers on my mom's side and my dad's side both had the same names as me. So that's how I ended up with my name.
Wow.
My mom wanted to name me Donovan James. And I told her, I said, with a name like that, I would have had to kick my own ass. I'm so glad.
Simple Donnie.
Oh, fuck. And, the singer was huge then. That's where the Donovan came from.
Okay, yeah.
She was going to name me after
God.
Donovan. Yeah. Yeah, I would have been kicking my ass all over school.
Such ass kicking.
Oh, God, it's terrible. But but it's cool because there's a childhood picture of my namesake. And it's broken up into a couple pieces. And this guy, I posted on Facebook that I needed help. And this guy took and put it back together from my phone and said, here you go. Here's just a little sample. I'm like, wow, that looks awesome. But your sister stepped up and said, give me a high def picture and I'll put it together for you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
She's
send
got
it
all
to her.
that.
Well, I've got it too. I just suck at using it.
She's pretty good at it.
Right.
So
well, I've
she
seen her
knows,
work. Yeah. So, and I've had a couple other people offer too. Some, want to charge me. Some don't. So, the picture itself is in great shape. It was folded in 3 pieces, and over time, it cracked and split, and they tried taping it and all this stuff. So, someone just needs to take the crack out of my great grandfather's head. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And then there's all kinds of history from like the early 1900s. So that written history goes back to the 1700s.
Wow.
So it's just so cool. And from that, I connected to somebody else who had more stories.
Right.
Found out that my 5 times removed great-grandfather, whatever, eloped. My great-grandmother snuck out with sheets out the window, and her family disowned her because she married below her status. And so cool. Just neat history. And they tracked... Our family came over with some Viking guy who went from Scotland over to Ireland and in the 12th century and all this stuff, and it's just cool stuff. I get into it, it's like instant boner. I just love that stuff. So
I don't want to be around for that.
Yeah, it's so weird getting a boner over family, but it is what it is.
Old family.
Yeah, old family too. Yeah. Did you see the thing in Indonesia? It's been on the news. They supposedly have video of some weird ritual that they do very rarely, but brings people back to life. So this lady's like walking around missing her nose and shit and walking around, and supposedly it's legit. I don't know, but
I don't have to see that to believe it.
I'd have to see it in person, you know. But God, it's just creepy to think some of this witchcraft shit people do. You never know. I can't say no because I don't know. But I can't say yes because I don't know.
I should have been from Missouri because show me.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Me. From Missouri. So, yeah. So it was kind of cool, and it got me to thinking. I've got a cousin in jail, in prison, but then I've got another cousin on my dad's side in prison, and they don't listen to this show, but nobody listens to this show yet. But so that side of the family doesn't really listen to this, but it bothers me because he's got someone updating Facebook statuses for him that, he'll send them a letter or whatever and they'll update Facebook status. And it got me thinking, I don't know if I like that, this guy, he killed somebody and took away someone's freedom.
Right.
He shouldn't be allowed to have Facebook.
I don't think so either.
Even if someone else is updating it for him. They could do a page and say, hey, this is what he said in his letter.
Yeah.
But I don't think he should be able to have a friends thing,
Right.
And so it's weird, but it got me thinking too. I'm like, what if, and maybe someday it'll happen where prisoners get to use Facebook. What would their statuses say? Like, hey, today I'm going to go and hit up Johnny, see if I can get a little butt love. What would prisoners' Facebook statuses be? Because they, played basketball for 20 minutes today and, went and stood up straight in the shower for once. I don't know.
I got to play pitcher today.
Right.
Then we went and played baseball.
So, but I thought about that. I'm like, God, what would they post?
Right. They switched our unis out from stripes to orange.
Right. Selfies with the guards. He didn't kick my ass today.
Motherfucker beat me with a stick.
And then he brought out his baton. So, yeah. So I was thinking about that and going, I don't know. I don't think they should have it. I got another friend. He always had his girlfriend updating statuses.
Right.
He's out now. He was in minimum security prison, you know.
Yeah.
He had internet or email access once every couple days or whatever, you know, through core links.
Right.
So that even to me, it's like, okay, should they be allowed to do that? Should it be, you know, should they be able to do it daily? Should it only be once a month? You know, how does that? Do they get screened? I don't even know if they really get screened like
I'm not sure
regular
about
letters
that.
do. You know,
I know, like their behavior. It's all dependent, or a lot of it's dependent on their behavior.
right?
And so the longer they're good, the more privileges they get.
Right.
And I'm not sure, you know, of course the phone call thing, but that's like a racket.
Right.
It's like some 60-something cents a minute,
Yeah.
and it's got to be prepaid.
Yeah.
And when you
But
do
who
it
has to
online-
pay it? The prisoner or
And anybody can pay it.
okay.
And like, if you go on there, you have someone that you want to talk to in there, you can go on and put money on their account, and you can say they can only call this number with this money.
Right.
But like, you want to put $20 on their account,
Right.
then they charge you a $7 handling fee, and basically, they don't even give you like a free jar of Vaseline,
Right.
you know, and they plan to use 2 fingers every time they call, right? Fucking, it's a racket.
It is, yeah.
But
But got to pay for them prisons somehow, right? They got to make money nowadays. They can't. Yeah. Anyways, off of that topic, but
the core links is like 60 cents a message.
well,
It's
I
like
think
there's
it
so many
depends
characters.
on the prison because
Yeah,
I
I'm
had
sure
a,
it does.
I had a friend who would only in fact my friend who was in the minimum security, it only cost me a nickel to send him a message.
Yeah.
But another friend of mine who was in for stabbing somebody, his was like 50 cents or 65 cents a message. So his was a lot more. Now they're also in 2 different states. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, or if it
I
had
have no
minimum
idea.
security to
I have no
maximum
idea.
security, but
I know not very much about it.
right.
I
I don't have anybody right now I'd want to write to anyways, unless like, you know, Charles Manson opened up his core links, you know, but I'm sure he'd have a little fan mail going on. But it'd be like,
I
what
can't
the
even
fuck were you
imagine.
thinking? 60 cents.
Can't
What the
even
fuck
imagine.
were you thinking?
And I can't imagine that they wouldn't read them.
I would think they have to, right?
You know,
They have to.
I would fully expect those messages to be read.
And maybe that's where the money goes, is to pay for a proofreader to,
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know if I'd call them a proofreader because they're not fixing mistakes.
Right, well,
Yeah.
no, they're not. You're right. They're just,
And they're text only. You can't send pictures.
no,
So,
no. But yeah, they are definitely not fixing mistakes in prison, but that has nothing to do with just the messages. Just prison in general. So,
I'm not sure.
so, and I know we weren't gonna talk about it, but I just got to say this one piece. So the thing with Kid Rock running for senator, right? The reason I thought it was funny is because my wife goes, "I've got something for you to talk about on your podcast today." You know, first you wanted to talk about GOT, and I'm like, "GOT? Why the hell do I think you spelled it wrong?" You know, but so it's Game of Thrones, which I could give a shit about. So
There's already podcasts dedicated to just Game of Thrones.
right,
And you could fill hours per episode,
yeah,
hours per chapter in the book. It's
Right.
it's incredible. And like the number of like fan theories and everything that's
Oh,
out
yeah.
there. There's a big one hit today. Woo.
oh, I'm sure. But she, you know, so she watches it religiously, and we were on vacation down in Branson, and I didn't follow it, but if it was on, I would sit in the same room and watch it. And they burned a child at the stake, and I'm like, fuck this show, never putting another thought into it, and that's where it sits. And same thing with the zombie show she likes, you know.
Oh, The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
don't
they
follow
they
that
shoot
close.
kids, and the opening of this season was so fucking violent. And here my son's walking around the house, and I'm like, it's not
Yeah, that-
happening. You know, I don't want him seeing that shit.
That
I
ought to
don't-
be TiVoed and watched later or something.
Yeah, and that's what
which
she does.
happens a lot in
After
our house.
that episode, she did.
Yeah.
I don't think she was expecting it either, but that stuff really bothers me.
Yeah.
And I said, fuck that. So, but anyway, so first she said GOT, and then we realized she was talking Game of Thrones, not God, because we said we wouldn't talk God. But she goes, you should talk about Chris Rock running for senator. I'm like, Chris Rock? He's running for senator? So I looked it up. Kid Rock running for big difference.
A little bit.
So I was like, Chris Rock's running for senator? I could kind of see it, but I think the Kid Rock thing, I was reading some of it. I think he's serious about running, but I also think it's a thing for releasing a new album, and it's probably going to be maybe politically based.
Yeah.
Kind of, like Eminem did. He did that, a couple songs, Mosh and a couple other ones.
Yeah.
Not Moshin, not like Martian, but Mosh and.
Political songs by musicians is not a new thing.
No. No.
Musicians running for office, why?
Right.
Well, here's the thing I don't think people understand is when if you run for office and you win, you leave your old life behind.
Right.
Like Al Franken, great senator from Minnesota.
Yeah.
If he ever loses a re-election, he's probably not going back to comedy.
Right.
That's just not.
And he was a funny comedian. I mean, I liked him as a comedian.
You run for president, and you win by some freak chance. You win. Prepare to leave your old life behind.
Yeah.
You cannot go back.
Right. For any office, yeah.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
So, people don't put a lot of thought into that part of it.
Right.
And that's as political as I want to get.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
It's just,
I was surprised you brought up a politician.
Just as an example.
Yeah.
There are other... Fred Grandy from Iowa. Gopher.
Right.
Love Boat. He was a senator for Iowa.
Yeah.
But he didn't, you don't ever see anybody go back to that life.
Except for Jesse. Well, and Arnold. I guess they both went back into acting, but I don't look at them the same way in their shows anymore.
Right. Right.
Especially like Jesse. I like some stuff he did. I didn't like some stuff he did. I think that's any politician. But now when I see him out there, I'm like, you just need to shut the fuck up because you're talking out your ass again,
Two Brooklyn Park girls go around the outside.
Dude, that was so funny.
But the stadium issue is complicated.
I can't help. I'm looking at you right now, and you look like one of those Muppet characters because your microphone's covering your nose. You look like a big fucking Muppet nose.
Like Gonzo.
Kind of like Gonzo.
Something.
No, like Beaker. So because Gonzo's had the straight nose.
Beaker.
So I got to tell you, last night I had the strangest dream. I was in your house, and my fucking cats kept coming in your house, and I'm like, God damn it, can't have fucking cats in here? I kept kicking them out of the house, throwing it in all of a sudden I'm sitting in the bathtub, and fucking cat comes in. I'm like, how are you cats getting in the house, and why are you here? Blocks away. So I have no clue. Throw that one out to a dream interpreter. Why was I at my friend's house in the bathtub, and cats kept coming in that I had to get rid of? I don't get it. I have no idea.
No sense to me.
No, I don't know.
Did you fix the leak in the tub while you were in there?
You got a leaky tub, do you?
Yeah, we got that the Flex Seal sheets, the roll of sticky stuff, and I put a piece of that over it, and I think it's holding.
So the tub itself leaks?
Yeah.
Is that a fiberglass tub?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It acquired a hole here a few years back, and we did a patch kit. Mm-hmm. My wife put the patch kit on, and that held for a couple years. I just recently noticed it was leaking again. I happened to be in the basement when the kids were in the bath, and of course they fill it to like an inch from the top.
Right.
So if they lay down, they'll drown.
Yep.
But there was water just pouring down into the basement.
Oh, that sucks.
Fuck.
Yeah, that sucks. I sleep at the tub almost every night.
Yeah.
And there was a couple drunk nights a few years ago while William was not born yet, but was in utero. And she left me a hell of a message because it had happened twice in maybe a month where I fell asleep in the tub with the drain shut and the shower running. Flooded the basement. So I don't do that anymore. But now, like, you know, sober.
You're not winning any brownie points tonight.
None. Nope. And so I bought a water sensor to put in the tub. In case I did it again, but I haven't used it. But like now I'll fall asleep in the tub and I'll wake up and go, son of a bitch, you know. And I'll be sober, but I'll fall so hard asleep that it'll be like an inch from the top. So I sit up, open the drain, and then check the floor. The first thing I do is check the floor. So far so good. But usually I just leave the drain open and I like the white noise and the steam, you know, it helps me sleep better.
Yeah.
Pops a few zits while it's at it, you know, so.
Need to think about that, but okay.
Right. Oh, lots of zits.
Right on, motherfucker.
So yeah, so that was a weird dream. And then I was talking to my wife, and I've been having more and more dreams about having a drink. You know, and it's in the 7th month, and I haven't had anything. And I planned, you know, January 1st, I plan to tie one on. But I've been having dreams about it. And it's always one. I have one drink, and I feel like shit about it. So, like, in my dream, I feel remorseful that I had this one drink.
Yeah.
But it tastes really good. So I'm sitting there making a list, you know, like, what am I going to have, you know? Because I don't want to drink like I did. You know, I was drinking a couple times a week pretty heavy, and that's part of what helped me, got me into my diabetes and all that shit. Diabetes. He's spinning his mic, ladies and gentlemen. That was talent. Wow, you got louder. This is supposed to be omnidirectional.
This is the front of the mic.
I know, but it's supposed to be omnidirectional.
It's not.
Motherfuckers. Sending them back. But yeah, so I'm like, I gotta have my Captain Morgan private stock with Diet Coke. I gotta have, you know, my buddy CW, not McCall, but CW. He kind of, God, I should have him sing that song. He's got the deep voice for it.
Yeah.
And, you know, you just have to talk. You don't have to sing, and he can't sing worth a shit. So, God bless him. He's done like a million tours of duty in the military, but he's not a good singer. But he sings all the time. So, but he would do that song probably pretty good if he can read.
If he knew how to read?
He's pretty tough at it.
Well, does it depend on how much he's had to drink?
Yes. Yes, it does. It has a lot to depend on that.
Okay. Well, we'll let her slide then.
But I want that, and I want blackberry brandy. Just a shot, maybe, of that. I don't know why, because I haven't drank that in years. Last time I drank it, this is no shit. So I was dating this lady, Jody, and I brought it over. It's been sitting out here in the garage. And I brought it over. There's just a swallow left in it. And I opened it up, and she went, "What the hell is that?" And I went, "It's brandy." And I swallowed it, and about 5 minutes later, out it came.
Oh.
It must have been over-fermented.
Gross.
Oh, it was disgusting. But, you know, then we went and did stuff. So, went and got heavily intoxicated.
I haven't done that for a while.
Well, tomorrow night,
we
come on out and sing a few and drink a lot.
We're talking about it.
Yeah.
We got no kids this weekend.
Cool.
Like, for the first time I can't even remember having a weekend without children around.
Right.
And they're not even ours.
Right. Well, for me, they are mine. I can't get rid of them.
I know. Go to your mother's for the weekend. I'll wait.
But it's you know, yeah, so tomorrow night we got to watch the show times. We might go see Spider-Man. But, you know, their show times are 3 hours apart. So how long does that make the movie? Fucking long.
Yeah, I think that's a long one. And what starts this weekend? Oh, the Planet of the Apes. War for the Planet of the Apes.
I haven't seen any of them yet, so I told Chris
they're good.
I told her, I said, I don't really want to watch the 70s one. I've never seen it. But she said
those are my absolute.
But she said those also movies fit into the story.
Yeah, they're part of the story.
So this is like, this set was like the prequel to that movie. Right?
Basically, these are like prequels to that.
Yeah.
The
70s.
The 70s movies.
Maybe in the early 80s, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I've seen all the old ones, and they're more of a cult following, I think, because the costumes were so damn cheesy,
Right?
And they had no CGI back then.
Yeah.
So
apes don't eat cheese; they're banana-y.
Well,
Right?
I suppose they had to bury the Statue of Liberty halfway for it, but,
Right.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have CGI. They couldn't have blue screened the Statue of Liberty in there.
I don't know how they did it. Fucking magic.
Here it is.
But- FM. I love those movies, and so, a new one came out. I don't remember when that first new Planet of the Apes, which I don't know where that fits in because it was kind of a.
It was 90s, wasn't it, when that came out?
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg and.
I don't know. I've never seen any of them. So
To me, that one was kind of like a repeat of the first one of the old series.
Okay.
And then this set of Planet of the Apes movies, where he brings the one home, and that whole series that's a completely separate series on its own, but it's a prequel to the 70s.
And
movies.
so, since we know the prequel, then we know that all the people must die
right
in this one.
I don't think that's going to be a surprise if that happens.
Right.
So they don't die, but they lose their ability to speak.
Oh, see,
And
yeah.
It's
They switch roles then, basically.
basically, yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
I cannot see Woody Harrelson in any serious roles. And that's all he's really been in since White
Right.
Men Can't Jump.
Right.
But I still see him as the stupid bartender in Cheers. It's
Yeah.
like, in my mind, he typecast himself as an idiot.
Well, right. Just like Al Bundy.
Yeah. I can't watch
Ed,
him in anything else either.
what the hell's his name? Ed.
I don't know, Ed
Whatever.
something, yeah.
Something. Yeah.
Bundy.
He'll always be Al Bundy to me.
Yeah. Yeah. And Christina Applegate, I could care less if she acted ever. I just want to look at her. Oh, yeah. I like a lot of those stars coming back. Some of them look great, but then like Tawny Katane, not so much. She was pretty rough.
Yeah.
But
yeah. No, the Planet of the Apes. Might go see that this weekend.
Yeah.
It's been.
I have to
We've
see the
enjoyed
other ones
you
first,
got to you got to see the old ones.
Right.
I mean, even if you only watch the first couple, just to see
Get the story
what it's all
started.
about, you get Charlton Heston, and get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape.
That's what that's from. So, I watched Big Bang Theory and they quoted
Right.
that watching the movies.
Yeah, no, you watch the original Planet of the Apes movie. That's
Okay.
that's what it's from.
Cool.
So,
Yeah, and then this Kong Island coming out too this weekend. That looks pretty good to me.
looks all right.
I've
Yeah,
never seen any of those either, other than the original.
of course,
I almost said Donkey Kong.
the original
The original
Donkey Kong and the Mario Brothers.
Right.
Uh,
Throwing shit off the tower at them.
Right. But yeah, of course, the original King Kong movies were classics.
Right.
Still are.
Didn't they have like King Kong versus Godzilla and shit
Oh,
like
yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah. And then a few years ago, they did a new King Kong movie with Jack Black. And it was a pretty fair movie. That's been probably
That's probably in 10 years.
10 years
right?
ago now. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I remember that because he was a little more serious role in that movie that I wasn't expecting either. You know? I have a tough time watching him act at all because I love Tenacious D.
Yeah.
They're just so fucking funny that watching him in movies is like not the same type of comedy.
My favorite movie of his is School of Rock.
Oh yeah,
I love that movie.
I just saw that for the first time the last couple years.
Oh really?
Yeah.
No, I love that movie.
Yeah.
I watch it every time it's on. It drives my wife insane.
I've probably only seen it once, but I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah.
No,
I have a list of movies that I'll watch when they're on. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And that's one of them.
Yeah, mine. Any Harry Potter, any X-Men. I like that type of shit.
Right.
But
else, Groundhog's Day, The Goonies.
Seen it once.
School of Rock, The Green Mile.
Never seen it.
Forrest Gump.
Seen it once.
What else? I got a whole list.
Huh. That's great.
If it's on, I'll just turn it on. Even if I'm doing something else and it's on in the background, I'll
Right.
sit and watch that movie.
Yeah, I have a tough time. I mean, I called today. I called Mediacom. Sucks. To
Yeah.
talk to them about getting. I'm like, just get rid of everything. We don't watch anything. Keep HBO so my wife can watch the fucking Game of Thrones. But get rid of everything.
Right.
We don't watch anything. So I want Disney Channel for the kids, TBS for our other stuff, and HBO. That's it. Don't care about anything else. It's only like $10 cheaper
Right.
because they give us this huge package to have all the movie channels and the phone and all this shit.
Right.
So I'm like, well, if it's only $10, might as well have them all, even though we don't watch them. But it's just stupid, you know. Give me a break, cut me a deal.
Right.
You know, well, they said I could go to the 100 megabyte service and only HBO for the same price I'm paying now. I'm like, well, that doesn't do me any good.
Right.
I have no 100 megabits, cool. I have no use for it. You know, I don't stream porn either direction. I don't
Uploading
make it.
podcasts.
I don't give a shit though. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna upload it, done once a week.
The difference on that package is like your cap goes up to a terabyte.
Yeah,
That's what I have.
said,
That's what I have at home.
Yeah, but you know,
Which
and then
is- The fucking caps are bullshit anyway.
right. The guy told me too. This dipshit who sent me an empty box in the mail. You know, I didn't even ask to see his box. The lady today, I wanted to see hers, but he's like, you know, we tell you got 50 megabit service or whatever the hell it is. He goes, really, it's 84, but we don't tell anybody that. So, you know, we tell them 50 because that's our guaranteed speed, but it's
Right.
84. So, you know, talking to one of our mutual friends today online, he's like, why don't you get your own modem? Your throughput's faster, everything else. And I didn't know I could do that for one. I thought you had to have their modem.
I don't know if it's an FCC requirement, but I don't think they can tell you no anymore.
Okay. Well,
It's the same as like going out and buying your own TiVo box.
right.
They have to provide you a tuner card for that. And if it takes 2 tuner cards so you can watch something and record something else,
Right.
they have to give you 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
They have to do that.
Cool.
So,
No shit. I didn't know that because, fuck, maybe I'll go get another TiVo box then for downstairs because we don't have one.
right.
Wait, was that so that tunes their frequencies then?
Right,
their
it's called
channels?
a M card or something. And you call up and you say, I bought a new TiVo and I need tuner cards for it. Okay, we'll send a technician out.
Well, that's
That's
the
what they
bullshit thing.
should say.
That's the bullshit thing. So I called him. I was getting tired of it. So I called him. First of all, my home router kept going out on me.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, something's not right. So I called the guy, and I couldn't log in because they changed their interface. And I couldn't log in, and I forgot password, supposed to send you an email, never got an email. So I called him, and he's like, oh, well, you're using the wrong password. I said, it's irrelevant. When I said reset password, it doesn't send me anything. And he's like, well, we'll get you set up. So he set me up, and then I could get into the interface. I looked at a few things. I'm like, okay, got it. And so then things started working. Cool. About 10 minutes later, shit started not working again. And my throughput supposed to be 50 megabit. I was getting 16, 15 tops. And so I called the guy again, and this dude was like some Californian stoner dude. You know, he's like, oh, dude, you got it. It's cool, you know. And so I was getting 55 megabit through their wireless. But when I hard plugged my computer into their router, I got 15. So I said, your router, and they're like, well, put it in port 1. There could be something, blah, blah, blah. The other ports, I said, it already is in port 1, man. You can see that on your damn screen. And so he's like, well, we can send somebody out, but the signal to your house is fine, so they're just going to charge you for no service call. I said, I just told you there's only 15 megabits coming out of the damn thing. I said, don't you want to send me a new modem? He's like, oh, my bad. Yeah, we'll send you a new one.
Oh, my God.
And so then he sends me an empty box. Dickhead. So, but now it turns out my router did take a shit.
Really?
And it's not that old. I'm kind of pissed because it was a hefty duty router that I bought this last time.
Yeah.
You know, it's got the AI cloud on it. It's an Asus
Yeah,
router.
that's what I have.
Yeah. Well, I think it's the one you recommended to me. It's got like 5 million antennas on it.
Right.
And, you know, I can broadcast halfway around the world on it.
Yeah.
I can adjust how far I want the broadcast to go. But yeah, and it just all of a sudden, I can't even see it. I can't connect to it anywhere. It's not even available anymore. But yet I can log into it with a cable and see the router, but the wireless quit working on it.
Oh, something. See, I had that happen at home. There was no wireless in my house.
Right.
I'm like, what in the hell? My radios got turned off.
Well, this just kind of happened. I mean, it was intermittent, and now there's nothing. So, I mean, I'll look and see.
But there's a place in the
it's in the settings.
Interface.
Yeah.
You can turn the radios off.
Right.
But
yeah, because I was logged into them adjusting it, but all of a sudden
right,
it's
and I'm like,
done.
how in the hell did that happen?
Right.
I don't know if they pushed an update to the router or something, or there's a bug.
Yeah, I'll take a look because I've been having weird router issues for about a week.
Yeah.
So I think the router itself just took a shit.
Well, I'm about ready to wipe mine and start over.
I tried that. Didn't work for mine. So
Yeah.
I'll probably just... I wish now, because even the guy at MediaCom is like, hey, Prime Days tomorrow, they're going to have sweet deals on routers. You should just pick one up. And I'm like, fuck you. Don't try to sell me a different router.
Right.
My router's great. And then it took a shit. So now I wish I would have ordered one on Prime Days. Instead, I ordered Exploding Kittens.
I almost pulled the trigger on that shit.
Yeah?
I'm not kidding.
Well, I haven't read the
seen
directions
game, and I've
yet.
never played it.
I haven't seen it anywhere other than online.
Right.
And I haven't read the directions, but just reading the cards, I'm like, that looks stupid. So I don't know if I made a good purchase or not. But we'll find out. I'll take a look at it and see. Both of them, that and the expansion, came out to the same price as just buying the game, so I bought them both.
I see Cards Against Humanity's changed their expansions.
Yeah.
Like, they have the blue box, the red box, and now a green box.
Yeah, stay away from the red box. The box is red. Go for the brown box.
The brown box. Yo. Yo, motherfucker. Wee.
Yeah. The Red River's flowing. Take the dirt road home.
Oh.
But yeah, so I have them all.
That's not safe for work.
I didn't say go fuck somebody in the ass. That's not what I said at all. But I have all the expansions plus some. I've got a lot of money invested into Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
Like now, we still run into the same cards twice, but we shouldn't because we reshuffle every time, you know.
Right.
So we do run into them. But they've got a double wide, bigger, blacker box.
Right.
So I've got that full, plus the regular, bigger, blacker box, plus the medium box, plus 2 small boxes, all full of cards.
Jesus.
So
what do you think you got? 9,000 cards?
Fuck, I don't even know.
5,000 cards?
A lot.
Well, I know the original game has like 550 cards in it.
Oh shit, and that's only that big.
Yeah.
I've got that box filled plus one that's probably 8 to 10 of those. Plus another one that's probably 4 of those.
Yeah, so you're looking at probably
6,000 to 7,000 cards.
God damn.
And and we still run into duplicates.
Yeah.
Because you buy off manufactured expansions, whatever.
Right.
And there is supposed to be out there somewhere a master list, so that you can check it against it, make sure it's not on someone else's expansion before you put it in your own. But people don't. A lot of these expansions are, somewhere over in China and
right
in China. They got welts, but you can ride it. But they, I forgot what I was fucking saying now. Talking about Cards Against Humanity, but I mean, you can tell by it's like watching karaoke, right? It's like, the fuck are they trying to say? You gotta put on your Google Translate on your phone to go, what the fuck is this really saying? And then to play Cards Against Humanity with any expansion, you've got to have Urban Dictionary on your phone because you have to look shit up.
Yeah.
So I don't remember what it was last week, but it ended up being like a gay old men porn site or something. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
The Lemon Party or something
it
like
was
that?
Something weird like that.
Yeah.
JB would know about Buddha. He will know. Oh, here, you know what? Let's try this out. Let's see. We're going to call Buddha right now and see if he even answers his damn phone.
I had a friend once, and I had gotten a new phone for work with a number that nobody knew. And so I was texting my cousin.
I remember that. He got pissed.
He didn't know who I was, and I was playing off like I was in the same town as him and all that.
Right.
And then, but at the beginning, he's like, tell me something funny. And I said, Google Plushy Schwartz. And so he did, and he goes, what kind of sick fuck are you? So everybody out there, Google Plushy Schwartz.
No.
Yes.
Just because you said it, I'm not doing it. All right, let's see if this works.
We're attempting to call.
Please enjoy this Verizon ringback tone while your party is reached.
What the fuck is this?
What up?
Hey, what's going on, man? You
Nothing.
just so you know, you are live right now on our podcast.
Oh, am I?
Yeah. So, just a quick question: when we played Cards Against Humanity this last time,
Sure.
what was that sick ass shit with the old guys sucking each other off? What was that website?
Oh, lemonparty.org.
Lemon Party. But
Yeah.
I'm not telling how I know that.
Bubba was like, wasn't it lemon something? I'm like, fuck, I don't remember anymore. I just remember we looked it up and went, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and for any listeners, you should absolutely go to that website. It is pure gold. It is a good Christian website.
I just told everybody to Google Plushy Schwartz.
Oh, cake farts also.
Cake
Yeah.
farts, yeah, no.
Or if you can find it, Mr. Hand.
Mr.
There
What?
you go.
Mr. Hand.
Mr. Hand.
All right. Not going to happen for me, but, I'll take your word for it. Maybe I'll do it when I'm logged in at the library, but not here.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Hey, I texted you last night to see what you were doing. I was going to go see if you wanted to go see Spider-Man, but you never responded.
Oh, I didn't. I passed out right away.
Yeah.
You got something against Jewish superheroes or what?
Yeah. But no, yeah, I've
Spitterman?
already seen it. It's a good movie, by the way.
All right.
Pete Spitterman,
So,
Jewish
So-
superhero.
All right. We'll talk to you later, man. Thank you.
yeah, man.
All right.
Yep,
See ya.
bye.
Bye. Our first podcast call right there. You can catch Buddha on his own, but I don't remember what it's called. It's something about wrestling. I don't remember the name of it right now, but we'll I'll put a link on it anyways.
Oh, I forgot my fucking notebook, man.
Again?
Yeah, man. I forgot my notebook again.
Yeah, I got nothing.
That's okay.
I got a sheet of paper. I could probably find a pen, but
Yeah, it's all right.
oh. So, we used to have this list of everything on here, so we've been trying to, of what we're going to talk about. We tried this time to not do that. And we're still at 45 minutes.
And we're gonna. I know. How does that?
I don't know.
How does that happen? Because I was looking at the computer, I'm going, it's got to be getting close to 45 minutes.
Yeah, we're at 43. Yeah, son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
So the one thing I did want to bring up, people, I keep going back to alcohol. I'm going to turn into an alcoholic, I swear. But I was thinking the other day of the Ritz fish bowls.
Oh,
And
yes.
One time I tried to order some off Amazon or something. Not
Yeah.
Ritz ones, but fish bowls for drinking.
Yeah.
They came and they were like a half gallon or something. I'm like, this is nothing. This is a drink. These ones at
Right.
the Ritz, God, they'll fuck you up. They give you like 15 straws and you don't share.
Right. That's a mistake.
Oh, God, they're so good. So that's going to happen next year, too.
I used to do the kamikaze. And it like 2 of those and I was fucking blotto.
I think I always do the Long Island iced tea.
Yeah, never been an iced tea drinker.
I love Long Island.
The Long Island iced tea variant.
Right.
But
yeah, I love them.
I always went that probably because the kamikaze is sweeter.
Yeah, see, and I'm not a big fan of sweet drinks. They fill me up too fast.
And they make me barf
Yeah, that too.
a lot.
That too. So
Yeah, that's never fun.
yeah, no,
Right.
it's not. I was trying to think of a time where maybe I could have made it fun, but yeah, no,
No,
it's never happened.
no.
Never happened.
Anybody ever drinks more tells you they've had more than 2 fish bowls in a night, they're lying.
Well, or they've shared them.
Oh,
They've had
yeah.
more than 2,
Oh,
but
yeah.
they've shared them with somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, those.
The-
Yeah,
Ugh.
good stuff.
Ugh.
So,
They still do the local card down at the Ritz?
I don't know. I never
I
did
used-
it before, so I'm not sure.
I did 2 years in a row, and the third year they thought I had one anyway, and
Nice.
after that, that's about when I
Because what was that for? That was the no cover or something?
No cover on cover weekends, and then you got a discount on your drink.
Oh, okay.
Like, at the time, beers were like $2.50. You got them for $2.
Gotcha. But it adds up.
It added up.
Buy
and
4,
like,
get 1 free, yeah.
And it was more, because it was like 12 beers and it paid for itself.
Right.
So...
Nice.
It was way worth it.
Have you seen now they got that big fucking rooster outside their sign?
Yeah.
Every time I do it, like, I made my daughter laugh because we were driving by, and I'm like, I walk up to the Ritz and like, what up? I got a big cock. And she's like, oh my God, Dad. You know, couldn't help but laugh. You know?
They posted it on Facebook, and I was going to write nice cock.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Well, you know that's why they put it up anyway.
Right.
You know. But yeah, that's all I can think of is fucking.
I have no idea
thrift shop song.
I have no idea about why a rooster, or why not a giant fish that fits the area.
Because what do you make a joke about? This one you make a joke that the Ritz is where you go to get a big cock.
You trouser trout.
Well, bring it up. Bring it up to Taylor.
She'd probably do it.
Yeah, she would. Probably give you a couple Jaegers to boot. Oh God. You know, me and Roberito used to do karaoke there. And they would pay us both to do one show. So we'd both get full price. And they give us our drinks for free. Well, then one guy, Muff, he started saying we drank too much. I'm like, dude, we just drink what you give us. If we order a Jaeger and you bring it to us in an 8-ounce cup, we're going to drink it. And we just got shit-faced all the time on Jaeger there. Just constantly. Yeah. So Taylor has a meeting with us about what's coming up. We're doing a contest and all this stuff. And she's like, you know, Muff is saying you guys are kind of drinking a lot, you know, blah, blah, blah. So what she do, she orders us a couple Jaeger shots for the meeting. And I'm like, now, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You're sending mixed signals here, ma'am. Because we're going to drink them. I think this has already been established.
Yeah.
You give us Jaeger, we're going to drink it.
You put something in front of me.
Yeah.
There's a few things I absolutely will not drink.
Yeah.
And other than that,
I'll drink anything even if I don't like it. Like tequila. I hate tequila.
Yeah,
I almost always vomit on tequila.
Ouzo. But I cannot drink ouzo.
Oh, you want some? I got some outside.
Absolutely not.
House. Yeah, well, I've tried it many times.
I don't like black licorice. I don't like anise flavor. I don't like anus flavor. I don't like black licorice flavor. I don't like ouzo flavor.
Yeah.
Not a fan of root beer. I
Really?
almost don't like Jaeger. But you put it in some Red Bull, and by God, that's pretty tasty.
Well, so have you had Chuck Norris?
I love those fucking things.
My wife drinks those as drinks. So
Yeah.
she'll, get extra, which is, what I need, because then she'll stay up when we get home.
Right. I need you to stay awake tonight, honey.
Yeah, because God knows I'm not gonna. But yeah, so it's good days. So shit. 5 months. 5 more months.
5 months.
Of a lot of dreams of drinking.
Make plans for New Year's Eve.
Well, my plan is to have Buddha do the show.
Yeah.
So that I don't do a show completely fucked up.
Well, you're not going to start till midnight, though.
Correct.
So you'd be all right.
Yeah. But come midnight, he's going to have to take over. But we'll see, because then his girlfriend will be drinking, too. She'll be old enough to drink, so... we've already said we're gonna let her have a good time. So
yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's it for this week. I think, like I said, I
think we'll wrap it up.
We're damn near 50 minutes now. So
wow.
Excuse me. So we're gonna change the format a little bit for next week and see what we can come up with. We're really funny in person. So when we script stuff, it turns out to be not as funny.
Right.
So
I completely enjoy doing this. Sitting here with you in the nude is completely relaxing.
People can't see us sword fighting, so on guard, motherfucker.
I won that one.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta go get more Viagra.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Quit whipping me with your broadsword.
Purple Helmet Warrior. I should find that. It's a song done on KQ Morning Show up in the city. It's called Pet Names for Genitalia.
Oh, God.
It's fucking hilarious. All right. With that, we out. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace out, dogs.
Bitches.